Survivors we are, survivors we are. Are you ready for the journey? Clarence Karim is the name, yes indeed. Survivors we are.
Hi, Clarence Karim here. I hope you're keeping well and looking after yourself. I am supposed to be carrying on with my series with regards to living or dealing with, or how to work out stuff when you have an autoimmune disease problem or digestive problem or any kind of health problem. Well, there were certain things that are common between them. We were talking about loneliness and not being able to other people to understand you, what could go wrong with your diet or what foods to look out for, always feeling tired, grieving over the past, over the life you once had, to accepting who you are now and owning what you have, and various other topics. But today, because I've been busy again with the situation of my pool room, and I know I've gone on about it 2 or 3 times already, anything that we have, whether it be a good friend that's left you, or you had a car accident, or your favourite pen went missing, or your watch broke. We all have these moments, and to that point in time, they mean something. Otherwise, we're heartless, aren't we? Something must mean something to you. So I use that term because of my pool room. It did mean something to me. It is important to me. It did give me some, how should I say, some ease during the time of lockdown where I couldn't go out, self-isolating and stuff. And it served a really good purpose. Having the pool room, having a tool shed, having things to do. But unfortunately, like I said before, the council have come along and said, look, something that we couldn't grant permission for anyway. We understand the reasons you had it up, but please take it down. And again, I'm not going to argue with them. It makes complete sense. So I'm having to take it down. And it is somewhat sad, but because I've understood why it needs to come down, and I can accept that it's something that I've really used. You know, it served a purpose to me. Now, I spoke to my mum about it yesterday, and oh my God, she was so upset and so sad, and oh, all that hard work that went into it, that labour of love, and every minute you're spending in there, and you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm just, what's the word? I felt like I was counselling her for her loss. How is it that way? I think because we, in these situations, ourselves, we do take on a lot, and we find ourselves, funny enough, counselling other people because we've found some kind of inner strength for ourselves. And there are times where we feel down and lost. That's fair enough. That's life. But there are other times where something that could seem trivial to us can seem like very difficult for somebody else. At least that's my perception given what I've been through. So this pool room, I know I've gone on about it again and again and again and again and again. It was something very important to me. So I'm trying to colour it in that shade, if that makes sense, just to make the story all the more fruitful. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, well, you know, no, it does mean something. And today, again, another friend of mine came and I was telling him, yeah, I need to take it down. I've got my brother and my sister-in-law and everyone trying to rally around to see who can help me and what have you, which is great because this is the cold weather, my arthritis and all those aches and pains, and to stand outside for what, best part of 2 days to try and take that down, I can't see myself doing it so easily. But again, the anxiety of knowing that you've got to do something can drive you a little insane. But anyway, so my friend said to me, oh, you know, all that hard work, yes, it can't be easy, yes, and I don't know what I can say to you, because he can see that I'm at a loss. And I simply turned around to him and something clicked. Given that I'm a religious person in myself, in my nature, and I follow a certain ethics code and principles, whatever you want to call it, I often look at, again, it's not easy to say, but I often look at death as something that was given and something that needs to go away. That's life, right? And so we use this principle where something came to you and something needs to go back to where it came from. We say the words to him we belong and to him we will return, if that makes sense. So I simply said to my friend today who came to see me, you know, I've been lucky enough to have this for 2 years, to enjoy as a pleasure, right? And I'm lucky enough to actually see the fruits of my labour, be it that, actually being taken away from me. And I can use that now to reflect that life is fleeting. It's a moment for me to connect, you know, and a moment for me to reflect and connect that nothing in this life is set in stone. We live in a constant change of things. 1 minute we think we're good, the next minute we're bad. Then 1 minute we are struggling with something, the next minute is so easy. We're up and down. And some of us face hardships to some extreme degree. And just to get out of bed one day and think, oh, I'm virtually pain-free, way, great. But then the rest of the day is hard. So it's one of those moments where I can look at this and say, that for educational purposes to make me a better person, I have to accept this and be okay about it. And be pleased with what I've had by it. And the friend of mine turned to me and he goes to me, only you can make something really sad something so happy. And I said to him, what can I say? That's the way mine. He goes, yeah, you don't have an ounce of sadness on your face. I said, yeah, but you don't know what's going on inside of here. It's just up, down fireworks, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was the thought of the day for me today, especially, and over yesterday as well, that sometimes we're given something and sometimes things are taken away. But it's not about what's taken away. It's about what you gain from it being taken away. So there we go. Food for thought anyway, because that's where I am at the moment. That's my journey for today. Aside from the ups and downs and aches and pains. But anyway, I'll leave you with good news. Everything can be good as long as you see the good side. Corim out.
Survivors we are.